Kroger Tender-Ray Beef, no other beef so fresh can be so tender, presents Hearts in Harmony, transcribed. Although we'd like to tell you that there's a plentiful supply of fresh and tender Kroger Tender-Ray beef, we're sorry, but we can't. But say, there is an abundance of another exclusive Kroger feature that also will give you the top-notch dinners you want. That's Kroger Selected Seafoods. Every morsel is firm-fleshed, tender, delicious. Just the kind of fish your family will love. There's fish for baking, for frying, for broiling, and fish for chowder. It's the finest selection and the very best flavored seafood and fish in town. That's because Kroger Seafoods are rushed to your Kroger store with all of that wonderful fresh-caught flavor. Rushed to you through Kroger's own special rush delivery system. And after delivery is made, these wonderfully flavored seafoods are protected until the moment you buy through precision refrigeration. But stop in at your neighborhood Kroger store and see that fine variety of seafoods for yourself. And when you do, just keep in mind that your satisfaction is guaranteed. Yes, Kroger Selected Seafoods are guaranteed to satisfy and priced for real thrift. Plan right now to make that visit soon to your Kroger store, the only place where you can buy Kroger Selected Seafoods. And now, Hearts in Harmony. No one but Freddie Lang knows that Penny Gibbs is being held prisoner by Bill Carver and Jerry Manson. But Freddie won't tell what he knows. Professor Rogers, however, has gone to the police. And next morning, while the police are searching everywhere for her, in a small house near the riverfront, Bill Carver says to Penny,
"Why don't you sit down in that easy chair and be comfortable, Angel Face? You ain't going nowhere."
Mr. Carver, Jerry Manson kept watch over me all last night. Now, am I going to have to put up with the same annoyance from you all day?
No, I ain't such bad company, am I?
Let's not go into that.
Oh, no. Don't be afraid you'll hurt my feelings, Miss Gibbs. I don't hurt easy.
No, I don't imagine you do.
No, but Jerry tells me you hurt awful easy.
Oh?
Yeah, I hear you tried to walk out of this door last night, and all it took to stop you was a slap in the face.
Mr. Carver, that isn't what stopped me.
No? Well, that's the way I heard it.
I stayed because I didn't want you or Jerry to get into more trouble than you're in already.
Well, now, ain't that nice? But why don't you do more worrying about yourself and less worrying about me and Jerry? You're the one in a jam, not us.
Now, look. I promised Jerry I wouldn't go to the police if she let me go, but that was last night. Now, you've kept me here all night, and it's almost noon now. I'm certainly going to the police about this.
Maybe we ain't civilized, sweetheart.
Oh, I think you're civilized, all right. But maybe a little childish.
Oh, you think this is kid stuff, do you, Miss Gibbs? Well, now, maybe I can straighten you out about a few things.
Good, it's about time.
Oh, no, I ain't setting you right about what me and Jerry are going to do with you, if that's what you're hoping. It ain't time for that. But you think this is kid stuff, and maybe I better get it straight with you that I ain't no kid.
You're, sure you aren't?
Look, Angel Puss, maybe you'd like to know who I am.
You're Bill Carver. I think that's knowing enough.
Well, let me tell you a little story, Miss Gibbs. You know Freddie Lang, don't you?
Yes, I know Freddie Lang.
Yeah, sure. Well, I know the kid, too. He used to work for me down in New York.
What do you mean, work for you?
Run little errands for me.
Errands?
Yeah, like holding up a filling station or busting in a store.
Oh?
You see, I did it the smart way. I made all the plans and gave all the orders, and Freddie and them other punks in the neighborhood did all the work and took all the raps.
Well, then you're the leader of the gang that Freddie used to belong to, aren't you?
Ah, you're getting me right, Angel Face. And let me straighten you out about me and Freddie in that store we almost robbed on River Street.
So you and Freddie were going to rob it, huh?
Yeah, till your preaching to him made him a scared bum and turned on me, and he knocked me out before we got in the joint.
Mr. Carver, you told the police that you and Freddie caught someone else trying to rob the store and that you were knocked out by some strange person.
Sure, that's what I told the cops. You think I wanted to tell them the truth? I'd be in jail now, and so would Freddie.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't tell that story to save Freddie, did you?
I sure didn't, Miss Gibbs. I told it to save myself. And to get a chance to do this to you.
Mr. Carver, why do you want to do anything to me?
Because Freddie was a good kid. He'd do anything I told him, no matter what it was. Till he got mixed up with you and you made a choir boy out of him. It was your doings that sent me to the hospital with a busted skull.
Why, you fool. Because of that, you're risking life imprisonment or worse?
You just let me worry about what I risked, Miss Gibbs. And as for which of the two of us is a fool, we'll see about that when it comes to time for the payoff.
And, just what is the payoff, as you call it?
You getting worried?
Mr. Carver, I've been worried for some time. Frankly, I think I'm in the hands of a pair of maniacs.
Oh. I was a fool a minute ago. Now I'm a maniac, huh? You sure love to toss the compliments around, don't you, Miss Gibbs? Well, we'll start tossing you around in a little while.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm ready to get it over with now. You're too good-looking. I don't want that angel face of yours to begin to get me. Make me turn soft at the last minute.
Well, if my looks bother you so much, why don't you let me go?
You got a sense of humor, too, huh? You know something, Miss Gibbs?
No, what?
I like your spirit.
How nice.
Yeah, you got a backbone. When you come right down to it, I sort of like you, too.
Well, I'm flattered.
Yeah, I mean it. Angel Face, you got something. You're not like other dames crying and begging when they're in a jam. You stand right up and you talk back to me. You know something?
No, what?
Maybe you and me can make a deal. Maybe there's a...
No, thanks. I don't care to make any deals with you.
Ah, now, Angel Face, you don't want to be like that. You know, maybe if I show you I can be a nice, gentle fellow.
Wait. You come near me again and I'll hit you again.
You ain't gonna get a chance to hit me again, sweetheart. You ain't gonna get a chance.
I can't find any footprints in the ground on this side of the house, Johnny.
There's not a sign of any up here by the front porch either, Pat.
Oh, gosh, Johnny, you don't think she left home by herself, do you? Just went down the front walk.
No, Pat. Someone in the block behind your house thinks Penny got into a car with another man last night. Professor Rogers thinks that man was Bill Carver.
But I can't believe it, Johnny. Why would Carver do this to Penny?
Well, Stewart says Jerry Manson's behind the whole thing.
Oh. Well, then it's really true that Carver and Jerry Manson have met.
Oh, yes, they were seen together once. Jerry came back to town to get revenge on Penny, that's obvious. She met Carver, and undoubtedly they worked out something together.
But why should Carver care about Jerry Manson and her hate for Penny?
Well, Stewart says Carver and Freddie Lang are more than just casual friends. And what Carver's doing to Penny has something to do with Freddie.
Oh, well, I don't get it. I don't get any of this. But come on, let's look around the house again. The police think there's still a clue around here somewhere.
Well, if there is a clue, we wouldn't recognize it if we saw it. Let's go in the house, Pat. Professor said he'd call us at 3. It's almost that now.
Okay. But does Stewart really think that Penny's kidnapped?
Yeah, he does. We might all just as well face it, Pat. Hey, what's this on the stairs?
Huh?
That's a hair ribbon.
Oh, that's Suzanne's.
Oh, thought it might be Penny's.
No, Penny doesn't wear a ribbon in her hair anymore. Johnny, I'm getting awful scared. Plenty worried.
Well, worry isn't going to help, Pat.
I guess not. Gosh, pretty soon it's going to be 24 hours. Not a word from Penny. Not a sign of her anywhere.
Oh, now sit down, Pat. Take it easy.
Take it easy, huh? How can I? Oh, gee. Last time I saw Penny, she was sitting right here on this piano bench.
Yeah. Last time I saw her, she was on a porch swing. I wish I hadn't left her there.
Oh, don't blame yourself. If she's kidnapped, whoever took her away was probably watching you and just waiting for you to leave. Gosh, if Penny were here now, I'll bet we'd be singing together.
Pat, you want to try something?
What?
May seem sort of silly, but you can play the piano a little, can't you?
A little.
Well, look, why don't you sing one of Penny's favorite songs?
Huh?
Crazy as it sounds, who knows? Maybe she'll walk in on us, right in the middle of it.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Penny, wherever you are, come home now, will you? Because this is your song. For you.
How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
You've been watching the front door, Pat.
Mm-hmm. You were watching it too, aren't you?
I guess the song didn't do any good, did it?
No, it was a stupid idea, Johnny. I'm afraid it's going to take a lot more than a song to bring Penny back home again.
And how right he is. Why won't Bill Carver tell Penny what he intends to do to her? What are his plans? Will Penny ever return home again? Be sure to listen to the next dramatic episode of Hearts in Harmony. There's a very special day coming when we can say that famous Kroger Tenderay beef is once more plentiful. Right now, though, there's not much chance of getting it. But wait. Every day of this week is a mighty special one at your Kroger store. You see, this is Cheese Week at Kroger's. There's a world of tasty goodness in cheese, and the folks at Kroger's want you to discover that fact for yourself. Now, there are many tempting ways of serving flavorful Kroger cheese with a meal, or in salads or sandwiches. But for an unbeatable dessert combination, serve cheese and fruit. Man, oh man, talk about zestful eating. Well, it's yours in cheese and fruit. Surprise your family with a colorful tray of cheese and fresh fruit by visiting your Kroger store and selecting your favorite Kroger cheese and fruit. Both are priced for real economy.